Welcome to class. I'm Marlene. I'm here with Leonie, and we practice today a warrior flow. This flow will be more on the strong side, but still open for all levels to join. You need 2 yoga blocks and a blanket maybe for the final relaxation, and that's it. Today we want to cultivate a strength inside of us that elevates us. So really finding self-empowerment through the movements, through our own body. And you start to sit maybe on one block if that's more comfortable for your cross-legged position. As we will stay here for just a moment, you can also slide a blanket underneath you like Leonie just did. And then start to settle in where you are. Slowly soften your eyes. And let go of the screen. Enter the inner space. Notice your breath. Soft lift as you inhale. And the soft release as you exhale. Take these first moments of class to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Where in your body can you feel tension? Where in your body can you feel comfort? And just giving yourself space for this experience. And then gently bring your awareness to your navel in the center of your being. And allow your navel to move as you breathe, feeling the rise and fall, the ebbing and flowing of your breath. Imagine from your navel point a triangle going down towards your knees, firmly rooting you down towards the earth. A triangle from your navel to each knee down to the ground. And then from your navel point, visualize another triangle going up to your shoulders, pointing from the navel to both shoulders, with the long side up to the sky. And you're centered right in between the earth and the sky, perfectly balanced within your being, within your very center. Imagine how your inhalation flows to the triangle that connects you to the earth, and your exhalation leaves you with the triangle connecting you to the sky. Inhaling to the earth and exhaling to the sky. And then place your palms right on top of your navel point, the point of transformation, of inner strength. And maybe find your intention for today's class, using your own energy to share your gifts with the world. Maybe there's something particular that you're currently working on, and allow this intention to support your practice. Take one more breath to your navel point, and then softly release and shine your eyes open. You can stay on your block. I don't know if you have practiced before Kapalabhati breath. You don't need experience with it. If you have already done it a few times, you can just keep the hands on your knees. If you're doing it for the first time or you're still having difficulties with it, you can just bring the hands to your navel, and this actually helps often to pump the air. It's a breath exercise in which we inhale through the nose and we exhale forcefully through the nose. And it's very active exhalation, and the inhalation just comes passively. So you focus mostly on the exhale, and every time you exhale, you pump your navel in, and with your hands you can even press the belly in, and it will look like this eventually. Okay, and this breath exercise is called Kapalabhati, also the shining skull. So maybe just imagine how you're creating a light and a fire inside your navel. Cool. So let's begin with a comfortable inhalation and a cleansing breath through the mouth. Inhale comfortably and exhale to begin. Pump your air in and out, in and out. Stay with the rhythm of your pumping. In and out, in and out. Out, 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 out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way. Soak up fully, fully, fully. And at the top of your inhalation, hold the breath. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. You can ease your hands onto your knees and just observe all that is going on inside. Maybe a tickling. Maybe this feeling of a shining skull already. And we go for 2 more rounds. For the next round, maybe you choose to keep the hands where they are, on your knees, or maybe you use them again on your navel point. Let's begin with a comfortable inhalation and a cleansing breath out. Inhale comfortably to begin. Pump your air out, 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 out. Stay with the rhythm of your breath. We continue for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fill up all the way. Inhale, 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 inhale. At the top, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Release. Notice any tickling, any space, any sense of lightness in and around. We prepare for the last round. If you feel like you want to go for a little challenge, you have the option to extend your arms up to the sky and stick your thumb out. The thumb is the symbol of the fire element, and we can use this mudra to support our energy. So extend your arms, make fists, and just stick your thumb out. And we do the same thing again. Comfortable inhalation, cleansing breath out. Inhale halfway to begin. Pump your navel in and out, in and out, in and out. We stay for 30 in total. Continue in your pace, in and out, in and out. Go with the flow, in and out, in and out. Pump your navel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way. Soak up all the energy to the top of your head. Pull everything in, all your bandhas, pelvic floor, navel. Soak it in. And release. Active hand into your passive hand. Notice all the feelings, all the micro sensations inside. Nice. And then shine your eyes open. And if you're sitting on your block, remove it to the side. And we do start with a quite intense exercise for the shoulders. So for now, just extend your arms in front of your chest and lift your arms overhead. Spread the fingers super wide, make a sun with your hands, and then make a fist. And we just pump the hands in and out, in and out. Make super strong fingers so you actually start to feel your forearm muscles working. Pumping, 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 pumping for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I know it starts hurting. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Active hand into passive hand. Feel the blood flow in your forearms, the energy rising. And from here, extend your arms away from you. Stretch the fingers wide apart. So from your shoulders, extend your arms forward and start to press through your palms against an imaginary wall. So you start to feel an engagement in your shoulder, and the shoulder blades are actually sliding away from each other. Press a bit more. More. So you're actually starting to press the hands. Yes, exactly. That's the activation we're looking for. Press into this imaginary wall and release. Take the blocks just next to your hip. Hold your blocks. And you can choose the height of your blocks. You can take the smallest height or a medium height or the highest height. I would recommend to start somewhere low. And we just press the hands into those blocks and straighten our arms. Maybe your hips start to lift already and you're pressing into your hands. Your feet stay on the ground. We're still in the beginning, but start to press it from your shoulders. So you start to feel this activation in your shoulder joint and release your hip. We do this 2 more times. As you exhale, press into the hands, lift your hips, strong shoulders, release to inhale. Last one, press your hip away from the ground, keep the feet down, and release. Shake off your hands if you want, move the blocks to the side and roll onto all fours. Maybe your knees were quite tight, we were sitting quite a bit, so stretch one leg to the back, let the blood flush back through your joint and return into an all fours position. Lift your palms, or actually your palms are down, but you lift your heart through your arms forward and exhale, you round, just easy cat-cows, moving in your time. Inhale forward and exhale to round. Maybe you like to close your eyes to just experience your body in space. Nice. And then return into your neutral. Step one foot to the back and the other for your plank position. Again, find this activation from your shoulder girdle, pushing the earth away. Soak your lower belly in. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees, chest, and chin down. Slide through to your small cobra. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart space away from the earth. Exhale, forehead down. Extend your right arm to the side on a cactus shape for a shoulder stretch. Bring your right ear to the ground. Press your left fingertips next to your chest down and start to roll onto your right shoulder. Keep your head on the ground and try to imagine that your right shoulder is melting to the ground as well. Breathe into your heart space and you can roll deeper onto the right side if you like, maybe even bringing the left foot behind your right leg. Breathe. And gently roll back onto your belly. We are changing the side. So make sure as you bend your elbow out to the side that the elbow is maybe in line with your shoulder or maybe a little bit on top, but the arm is not straight. Left ear to the ground and you roll onto your left shoulder. Breathe into the space where you feel tension and allow your heart space to open up. And gently roll back onto your belly. Bring the hands next to your chest. Slide your hips to the heels. Tuck your toes and we meet in our very first downward facing dog. Take a moment to land in your down dog, bending one knee at a time. Maybe softening your neck, softening the jaw. Good. From here, extend your right leg all the way to the sky. And bring your right foot to the edge of your right hand, so the outside of your hand. You have the option to take 2 blocks underneath your hands and release your back knee. Maybe take a blanket underneath your back knee. Lift onto your fingertips. Maybe you demonstrate the block variation. Yeah. Lift your chest. And maybe from here, extend your front knee. Flex your front toes. Move forward, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, move back. Feel your body floating through space in connection with your breathing. Nice. The next time you're rooting down through your front foot, you can slide the blocks a bit out of your way, tuck your back toes, lift your knee, and just find this long stretch in your right leg all the way through your left hip flexor. Focus on your left edge of mat and take a huge step with your left foot forward. Maybe you can sit your hip down into Malasana, your yogi squat. If this is not accessible, you can also sit on a block like this. Breathe into your hip space. Nice. Now bring your fingertips down, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, extend your legs. As you inhale, bring the hip down to your capacity, and as you exhale, lower it into forward fold. Let's go for just 2 more, bringing some more space and fluidity into our joints. Nice. And the next time you're bending your knee, bring the hands down underneath your chest, and we step the right foot all the way to the back. So try to set yourself up with your blocks. The left foot is now on the edge of your mat. Extend through your right leg. Press the right heel bone away from you. Exactly. Now gently bring the knee down. Maybe you cushion your back knee, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, extend your front leg. Cruise forward with your inhale. Float back with your exhale. Feel free to soften your eyes to arrive in the experience of your body. Nice. And the next time you're bending your front knee, root your hands down firmly, tuck your toes, lift the knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg all the way up to the sky. Dip, big inhale here. And exhale, step your foot down. And just walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat. Let's meet in a forward fold at the front. Let your head be heavy. Maybe you hold opposite elbows and sway from side to side, easing your torso down to the earth. Take a full breath in, and through your mouth, let it go. Maybe you like to even flatter the lips, softening your face. Now bend your knees and vertebrae by vertebrae, roll yourself up to standing. Extend your arms all the way above your head. Take a rich breath in, and as you exhale, interlace the hands behind you, big fist. Lengthen your arms, lift your chest, lift your heart, take a micro bend in your knees, and from this bend in the knees, hinge forward and down from your hip. Maybe your belly can rest on your thighs now. Release the head down, let the fist be heavy behind you. And maybe you start to extend your legs. Breathe. And surrender a little bit into this nice fold. And the same way we came in, we bend the knees again, press down through the feet, lift yourself all the way up to standing, extend your arms to the sky. Take a rich breath in, and exhale, we fold forward and down. Halfway lift, inhale. Ground your hands, step or hop back. We flow through our first Surya Namaskar A, lower down, Chaturanga. Lift your heart to inhale. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in your down dog. Root down through your hands, active shoulders. And focus again on your navel point. Can you draw your navel in? And through the engagement of your core, maybe you lift your sit bones a teeny tiny bit higher. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale. Rise onto your toes. Gaze forward. Maybe take 2 steps or hop to front of mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Extend your arms to the sky, lengthen. Exhale, find your stand, Tadasana. 1 more round, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Halfway lift. Ground your hands, step or fly back. Through your vinyasa, lower down. Lift your heart as you inhale. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale 1, draw your sit bones all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale 3. Rise onto the toes, bend your knees, step or hop to front of mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Extend your arms all the way to the sky. And exhale, we meet in our stand. Very nice. Now from here, just make sure that you have the blocks on either side of your feet, actually a tiny bit behind your feet even. And they can be away from your mat, so outside of your mat. And if you're there again, root down through your feet. Inhale to your Utkatasana, extend your arms overhead and bend deep into this imaginary chair. Try to focus especially on your bandha, so your pelvic floor is lifting up and your navel is drawing in. Those two energy locks in the center keep our fire energy inside and help us transform from within, elevating our energy. So try to sit a little bit lower. Inhale here. Exhale, sit even lower. Inhale. Exhale, sit all the way down. With the help of your hands, come to sit. Lift your feet. Lengthen your spine. You can keep the hands to support you on the ground. Maybe you extend your arms forward. Maybe you extend your legs. Boat pose. Draw your navel in. Try to stay soft in your face, even though there's a lot of engagement in your core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Edges of your feet down. Cross your shin bones. Slide the blocks a little bit in. A little challenge. Press your hands down into your blocks. Lift your feet. And maybe you press more into your shoulders, so you're lifting your hips higher. Maybe you float your feet off the ground. Maybe you can rock forward and back. And maybe you step or jump back. You take your time to land in plank position. No rush. Flow through your vinyasa to wash it away. Lift your heart, upward facing dog or little cobra. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Rise onto your toes, gaze between your thumbs, take a step or hop to front of mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees deep into Utkatasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Take a moment to just feel the heat within you. Maybe from your navel radiating around in your torso. Spreading this warm, light feeling. From here, bend your knees again, sit deep, Utkatasana. We do one more round of the same thing that we already done. Find your stability. Root down through the feet firmly. Take your inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, sit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sit a bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sit all the way down. Maybe with the help of your hands, maybe without. Lift your feet. Find your boat pose variation, Navasana. Lift your chest. So you imagine a string attached to your heart, and it's pulling your chest up. Try to not hold your breath. We have the tendency to hold the breath when things get challenging. Observe this tendency. Take your breath, inhale. Exhale, only one more. Maybe extend your legs. And now bring the edges of your feet down. Cross your shin bones. And if you tried it before and it didn't work, you also have the option to take the blocks higher. It's like cheating, but why not? If we can, it's allowed from my side. So press your hands down into your support. Float your feet off the ground. Maybe start rocking forward and back. Maybe step or hop back into plank variation. Walk away from your blocks and wash it through your vinyasa, your flow of breath. And exhale, we meet together, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. And exhale, right knee to the right tricep. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, up to the sky. Last one, knee to tricep. Give your tricep a little tap. And slow motion, step the foot outside of your hand. lengthen through your spine, pivot your back heel down. Maybe just from here, bring your forearm down to the thigh and extend your left arm up. So it's a extended variation here. Start to focus on your chest. Open your gaze to the upper arm and rotate your left hand down in front of your body in a big circle. Circle your left arm back, down and up. So, yes, now we're synchronized. Lower and open. Good. Allow this circle to really feel and massage your shoulder joint. Root down through both feet, and with your next circle up, you come into Warrior Two. Extend your arms. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Focus on your fingertips of the front hand and breathe. If you have lost your bandhas, maybe you can engage them again. Open your front palm, reverse your warrior. And actually in this variation, you have the option to bend your upper arm, hold the head from behind, and maybe with your left hand grasp for your right elbow, lengthening through your tricep. Breathe into the spaces between your ribs, intercostal muscles. And from here, extend yourself back up. Lengthen through your front leg. Maybe you pivot your back heel a little bit in to make your stand tiny bit shorter. Extend your right hand forward, 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 and down for triangle pose. Imagine you're leaning against an imaginary wall, so much imagination, and you're gazing to your upper hand. If you like, you can try to bind your peace fingers of the right hand around your right big toe. This is only an option. Continue to breathe. Root down through both feet. Lengthen through your chest up to the sky. With your next inhale, rise back in your Warrior Two. Circle both hands to the inside of your foot. Tuck your back toes and arrive in Lizard. You can take your blocks maybe underneath your hands or underneath your forearms. Or maybe you bring the forearms all the way down to the ground. Let your hip be heavy, your left leg is long, and you're pressing the left heel bone away from you, staying strong in this back leg. Breathe. Invite space to areas of tightness. Lift yourself back onto your hands. Step back into plank. Option is to go through a one-legged vinyasa. If it's part of your practice, lower down. Bring the foot down for your heart opener. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Maybe walk out your dog. Maybe shake off your head again. As you inhale, rise to your toes. Gaze between your thumbs. Take a step or hop to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees to Utkatasana, chair position. And exhale, Tadasana. Settle down in the stillness of your body. Notice heat rising from within. This feeling of being alive in your own skin. Bend your knees again, Utkatasana, chair position. Sit lower as you exhale. You guess what we are doing. Inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale. Exhale, sit all the way down. Take your props or your help with the hand where you need it. Lengthen through your spine. Last round of this, I promise. Option is to extend your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, edges of feet down. Take your blocks on either side underneath your hands. Choose your height. Lift from your shoulder. Draw your navel in. Maybe rock forward and back. And maybe you step, or shoot your legs back. Lower down onto your hands. Flow through your vinyasa. Open up your heart And exhale, we meet in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Root down through your hands. When you feel stable here, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, little tap to the tricep. Inhale, up to the sky. And exhale, left knee, left hand. Slowly guide the foot to the edge of your hand. And find yourself in lunge position. Both hands on the inside. You can use a block here to support yourself. Pivot your back heel down and bring your forearm onto your thigh bone. Extend your right arm up and gaze to your hand. Feel the opening across your chest and invite your breath into the pose. Root down through the edge of your right foot. And we start with our circle. Circle your arm to the back, in front of you down, overhead up to the sky. Draw this big circle, massaging into your shoulder joint, inviting some space to your heart. Nice. And with your next circle up, you root down through the feet and circle yourself into warrior two. Strong legs, your arms are extending wide. Gaze across your front fingertips. Breathe. Notice the strength of your legs and the space around your chest. Pivot your front palm open, reverse your warrior. Option is to bend your upper elbow, hold the head from behind, and maybe grasp with your right hand for your left elbow, and elevate your chest and elbow up to the ceiling. Breathing to the side ribs, all the way to your tricep, creating space where we often hold so much tension. With your next inhale, extend your arms again. Lengthen through your front leg, maybe pivot your back heel a tiny bit in. Find a strong and stable stand for your triangle pose. Reach your left hand forward and down. Extend through your chest. Root down through both feet. Elevate your kneecaps. And maybe you can draw the right hip a little bit more back, opening your body to the side. Guide your breath to your lower back. Root down through both feet. And with a lot of control, lift yourself back up. Rebend your front knee, circle both hands to the inside of your foot for lizard pose. Tuck your back toes. Create a little bit more space by walking your foot out to the side. And maybe you use your blocks or you come onto your forearms. Choose what feels right in your body. And what helps me is really to just close the eyes, let go of any comparison, and arrive in the sensations that are true for your experience in your body. And gently lift yourself back onto hands, press down, lift your left leg to the back. Flow through a one-legged vinyasa if you like. And we meet in our downward facing dog. In your down dog, start to walk the hands to the feet so you're standing at the end of your mat in a forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Take your peace fingers around your big toes like a hook. If you're unsure, it's these two fingers, and you wrap them around your big toe. Lengthen your spine, inhale, draw your lower belly in. Exhale, start to bend your elbows out to the side as you hinge from your hip forward and down. Bring the weight to the tops or the fronts of your feet to lift your sit bones even higher. Breathe along the back line of your body. Very nice. And then gently come into a halfway lift, lengthen your spine again, and release only your left hand. Bring your left hand to your hip. Bend your left knee a little bit, and imagine you want to leave a footprint with your left foot on the ground. So you're really pressing that left foot deep, deep down. And then slowly, slowly shift all your weight into your left leg as you bend your right knee on the side of your arm. Carry your foot with you into balance on one leg. You can keep the hand on your hip. Sometimes it's nicer to extend it to the side. And from here, start to press your foot into hand. And it doesn't need to be fully straight. You can totally keep a bend in your knee, lift your chest, and breathe. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, open your leg out to the side. If you like to challenge the balance, gaze to your fingers or across your left shoulder. We bring the leg back in slow motion to the midline. Engage your core. We keep the leg up as we release the grip. Hold your leg as high as you can. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. And exhale, plant the foot down. Release your arms next to your body. Feel both feet firmly on the earth. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward and down. Take a halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, bow over and down. This time we only wrap the left peace fingers around our left toes, and we bring directly the right hand to the hip. This time we want to leave a footprint with the right foot. You know already where we are going, so slowly start to anchor yourself down with the right foot and bend your left knee on the outside of your arm. Take your time, there's no rush to get anywhere. When you have arrived in your stand, slowly start to press the foot into your hand and finding your extension of the leg. Lengthen through your spine, tall stand, crown of the head is lifting. Guide as you exhale your leg out to the side. Option is to gaze across your right shoulder, maybe extending the right arm to the side. And if you fall, then just take your opportunity to arrive back. Be patient with yourself. Guide your leg in slow motion to the midline. Gaze to a still point. Engage your core as much as you can. Release the grip, but keep your leg up, up, up in the sky. Inhale here. And exhale, drop it down. Maybe you want to shake off your legs if that feels good. Or shake off your arms. Beautiful. Arrive in Tadasana at the back of your mat. Extend your arms to the sky as you inhale. Exhale along your heart, dive forward and down. Bring the fingertips down and start to walk the hands forward until you are in a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg tall behind you. Bend your knee and open up your hip to the side. You can call this also the happy downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, right knee to the right tricep. Tap. Step the foot in slow motion to the edge of your hand. Nice. Pivot your back heel down. Circle yourself all the way up. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior on your inhalation. Exhale, we circle the hands back down to the inside of our foot. From here, we start to extend. You can take a block, actually, sorry, I forgot to mention, to the inside of your foot and extend your left arm like this. If it's not working for you, somewhere on the block, you can also bring just your forearm onto the thigh. No worries at all. Extend your left arm to the sky. Wrap your left hip bone back and open across your chest. Start to circle now your left hand to your lower back. The back of your hand is resting on your lower back. From here, you have the option to take a bind, wrapping your right arm underneath your thigh through, reaching for the wrist. If this is something that is not working for you today, just stay in any previous variation. We're slowly finding our way into Bird of Paradise pose. For this, you want to gaze down to your front foot. If you don't have a bind yet, you can just hold with your right arm, your right thigh. Good. And now slowly step the left foot in. Step the left foot in. And press your left foot down to the ground and carry your right leg up for your Bird of Paradise. Exactly. When you are here and you're not in the bind, you can still play around with extending your leg. Otherwise, just give it a try, keeping the balance. Nice. Lengthen. And then just as we came in, we guide the foot down to the ground again. Very good work. Slowly bring the foot all the way to the back. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot. Step it back into a one-legged plank pose. Stay in your one-legged plank. Cross the right foot behind your left leg. Tap the toes down and pivot around your left shoulder into Wild Thing. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Breathe into your front body. Invite some space and some ease. And gently return back. Maybe you flow through a one-legged vinyasa. If it's too much, you can just skip it and come back directly into down dog. Let's meet in our down dog. Maybe shaking off the head, maybe softening the jaw. When you feel ready, lift your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee into your happy downward facing dog, making the knee the highest point of your body. Open your hip to the side. Deep inhale. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Give it a little tap. And bring the foot down, just on the edge of your hand. Rotate your right heel down. Circle yourself up into Warrior 2. Pivot your front arm overhead. Reverse your Warrior. Deep inhale. Exhale, circle both hands to the inside of your foot. Choose to take your prop. Choose your variation of extended side angle. Maybe your hand is somewhere on the ground as well. And then bring your right hand to your lower spine, sacrum region. Rotate your chest open, shoulder away from your ear. And maybe you wrap the arm underneath your left thigh through to grasp for your right wrist. If you're not holding the wrist yet, you can also hold the thigh from outside, by the way. It's sometimes easier if you don't have shoulder mobility yet. And then gently start to walk the foot in. Press your right foot down and make yourself slowly Maybe you're struggling like me, and then you just laugh about me. This is totally fine. Start to extend your left leg. Maybe look across your right shoulder. I personally think that we just take ourselves often way too serious. So if you're falling out of it, take it easy and return. And then slowly, just as we came in, we come back out, step by step. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot, tuck your back toes, step back into one-legged plank. Cross the left foot behind your right leg, pivot around your right shoulder, lift your heart, lift your chest. Take a rich breath in, and exhale, slowly return back. Maybe one-legged vinyasa for you as well, or not. Choose your practice to your needs. Nice. And then just open your hands as wide as your mat. You have the option to, again, bring the hands onto blocks if you like, but I would recommend, if you do this, the lowest position, as we practice a jump through. Rise onto your toes, bend your knees, press deep into the hands, strong shoulders. And in the air, we want to cross the shin bone. So strong, strong shoulders. And you hop through. Extend your legs forward. Nice work. Bend your right knee and just let the knee sink out to the side. Find a tall seat. Flex your left foot. Extend both arms up above you and exhale, bow forward and down. Breathe into the line of your left leg. Slowly releasing the efforts of this practice and diving into the soothing part, the soft release, the soft surrender. And gently lift yourself back up. And we start to lift our right foot and hold our right shin bone like a baby. So you can basically bring your right foot into your left elbow crease and then interlace the hands. Make sure you still engage your right foot and you can gently sway your leg like a little baby, rocking it from side to side. Only loving and kind thoughts in your mind. All right. And now from here, you can stay in this variation or you come with me closer to compass pose. Hold your right foot from the top with your left hand. So you're basically holding from the top the outer edge of your foot. And then you can slide the leg on top of your shoulder, literally like you would wear a backpack. Extend your right arm out to the side and start to press the foot into your hand as you slowly start to extend your right leg. You don't need to be full there. You can be anywhere in between. This is totally fine. Breathe into your expression of the pose. Maybe you look up to the ceiling, underneath your armpit. And slowly, slowly release again. And I made a mistake because we need the blocks right next to our hip. So take the blocks on the lowest position next to your hip. And from here, slide your left foot a little bit in. And you can just lift your hips like this. Or maybe you cross your ankles and you lift the feet. 8-angle pose. We bend the elbows like in a chaturanga and we're flying in space. Amazing. And then we just hop the hip back down. You can shake off your hands. Good work. We change the side. Extend your right leg forward. Flex your foot, left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Janu Shirshasana on this side. Flex your right toes. Extend your arms overhead. Find length. And exhale, bow forward and down. Patiently breathe, inhaling space, exhaling to release. Inhale it, exhale go. And gently lift yourself back up. Take your left shin bone like a baby again into your arms. Flex your left foot and rock it a bit from side to side. Bring some ease and softness into the hip joint. Nice. Now from here, we take the left arm and we slide it underneath our calf through to bring the knee really on top of our shoulder. With your right hand, you're holding the edge of your left foot from the top. Extend your left arm out to the side. And now slowly, slowly, just find your way into the pose, extending your left leg to your capacity. Maybe gazing up to the sky underneath your arm. Still breathing, inviting space. And slowly bend your leg again. Keep it up on your shoulder. Move the blocks close to you, or you can maybe even try it without blocks. See if that works for you. Bring the foot a little bit in, lift your hips, and this is option 1. Option 2 is to cross the shin bones, lifting both legs. Option 3 is to extend the legs and bend your elbows in chaturanga-like position. Woohoo! Flying a little bit more, and then lift yourself out of this position, hopping the hip down. So much that we have already done, and there's not much left. So just take a moment, shake off your wrists if you like, and then make sure you have space behind you. Extend your arms forward and vertebrae by vertebrae. Lower yourself down to the earth. Releasing your head down, release the arms next to your body, and bring the feet a little bit in. You can take one of your blocks now underneath your sacrum for a supported bridge. If you like to practice any other variation of bridge, feel free to do so. And my invitation is to settle into the support for now. Allow your pelvis to be heavy. Allow your organs to drop back. Soften and release. Allow the muscles around your hip joint to soften. And then from here, you can just stay with the hips on the support and extend your legs up to the sky for Viparita Karani, a waterfall. And if it's difficult for you to keep the legs up like this, you can also move closer to a wall. But try to soften all the muscles, just keeping your legs effortlessly in the sky, feeling the lightness of air touching your toes, and maybe even the spaces in between your toes. Allowing all the fluids of your body to run back through your legs into the center. After all this exhausting practice that we did, bringing the legs above the body is very soothing for the nervous system, but also supports the natural cleansing mechanics of our being. And then very slowly bring the feet down to the ground. Press the feet down as you remove the block underneath you. Come back into a neutral spine. Bring the feet together and let your knees sink out to the side. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Notice once again the sky above you, the earth below you, and your body right at its center, breathing in these two poles, in from the sky, out to the earth. Inhale, exhale. And then from here you can simply stay like you are. Or maybe you like to extend your legs long on the ground, extending your arms on the ground for your final relaxation. If there's anything you need for this final relaxation, go ahead, grab your blocks, your blanket or pillow. And when you have arrived, soften your muscles. Allow your bones to be heavy, letting go of any effort. And surrendering into the support underneath you. Shavasana. And then softly bring your awareness back into your body. Feel the calmness in which you're resting. Softly deepen your breath and deepen this connection to this feeling of calmness inside and around. With this calmness in mind and body, start to wiggle your toes, reawaken your body with soft movements of the joints, maybe rolling your head from side to side, or extending your arms very long above your head. And then roll yourself onto your right side body. For one more moment in silence. And hold yourself in this moment for all that you are, all that you bring into this world. And then with closed eyes in your own time, lift yourself back into a seat, cross your legs. Just like we started our practice, bring your palms to touch and rub your hands together. And then place these warm palms right on your navel point. Breathe into this warm connection of your palms and your belly. Allow your breath to take up space again. And if you like, manifest an intention that you can cherish with your inner energy. So with the warmth, with the heat, the strength that you cultivated in this class. Where do you want to guide this energy to? What do you want to bring into this world? This can be kindness, compassion, love, anything that comes up. And then from here, guide your hands in connection in front of your heart space. Bow your chin to the chest as a symbol of gratitude, thanking yourself for dedicating your time and thanking the practice of yoga for teaching us the connection within and around. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you also, Leonie, for showing everything. I hope you enjoyed this class. I know that it was very challenging, so if there was a few things that didn't work, don't worry. Over time, everything will unfold. So just enjoy and have a beautiful rest of the day. Hope to see you very soon, either online with Yoga on the Move or here in Berlin-Schöneberg. Bye-bye.